ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank our wonderful live studio audience here at Studio Unseen. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting tonight in San Diego. We thank you, that one person. Appreciate that. We want to give you prizes, just you, right now. We're going to give away a couple prizes like this. We're giving away a couple tickets to see the Mud Howlers, Ethics and Fake Tides at the Music Box. So if you want to win prizes like this, just get your tickets to our show at tonightInSanDiego.com. Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, is the executive director at the NTC Foundation. If anyone's been to Liberty Station, they will check out his work here. Please give it up for Alan Ziter. Thank you so much for doing the show.
Thank you, Jesse. Really appreciate the opportunity.
So for people who don't know, this the NTC Foundation, this is a foundation to transform the former Naval Training Center into an arts district for Liberty Station. That is amazing.
Yes, that's right. So back in 1993, when the Navy announced they were leaving San Diego, well, this was quite a blow for San Diego. This was a premier base. Nearly 2 million young men and then eventually women did their basic training here at the Naval Training Center. So all of a sudden you had 500 acres of buildings that were going to be available. And at the time I was working at the San Diego Performing Arts League, and I arranged bus tours with the Navy with all these artists and arts groups, and I said, take a look at these buildings. These are going to become available. And so we worked with the mayor and the city to make sure that when a master plan was developed for Liberty, what became Liberty Station, that 26 buildings were set aside as a new civic, arts, and culture district. And the good news is, because this is owned by the city of San Diego, we've got a 55-year lease with the city. This will be an arts district for generations to come.
Wow, that's a good lease. So, wow, that's amazing. Yeah. And in working with NTC, you guys have raised $82 million to renovate the buildings in this art district. That's incredible.
So a lot of these buildings were built in the 1920s and the 1940s. They're all historic. They were inspired by Bertram Goodhue, the architect that did Balboa Park. And our architect basically took his plans, removed the ornamentation, and created all these beautiful plazas, arcades, colonnades, and open spaces. So it is very reminiscent of Balboa Park.
You know what I love at Liberty Station is the market, the Liberty Station market. I went with Merrill, and I ate about 6 empanadas there, and that was the best. It's such a beautiful place there, that market. I love that.
What's ironic is that was building 1. That was the very first building they built, and what's a sailor's favorite place to be? In the mess hall. Okay. So that was where they got chow, and so it's a kind of a twist of fate that it's now the Liberty Public Market. There are 30 different vendors in there, all San Diego entrepreneurs who have great different food venues.
Yeah, it's a really cool vibe in there. I had been to Liberty Station, never even seen it. It was amazing. So definitely very cool. Now, how did you get into this? I know you had a background in theater. You went to Northwestern. How did you get out here?
I wanted a good college that was either good with journalism or good with theater and music. And in the end, I opted for journalism. I recognized right away there are a lot of talented kids on those stages that much more talented than I was. I said, I'm going to get off the stage, go behind the scenes, and started doing business management, public relations, and producing shows. And in the end, started working behind the scenes again for theater at the League of Chicago Theaters, and then here in San Diego at the San Diego Theater League.
So now that you're out here and you're working on this, this arts district is now celebrating a 10-year anniversary, right? It started around 2006?
Right. We opened our very first building. It's called Dance Place San Diego. We met with all the dance groups in San Diego, and John Malashok at Malashok Dance said to us, there's 90 dance entities in San Diego, and yet there's not one building you can point to where dance happens. So you know where Symphony Hall is, you know where the old Globe is, but where does dance happen? So we said, well, if we take one of our 26 buildings and make it for dance, what do you need? Well, we need rehearsal studios of various sizes, we need enough ceiling height, we need lockers and showers for the dancers, a green room where parents can sit while their kids take classes. So we created what's now called the Dorothea Laub Dance Place, home to 3 of San Diego's professional dance companies, Malashok Dance, Gene Isaac San Diego Dance Theater, and San Diego Ballet, But we also had a lot of groups that said, well, we don't need space full time, we just need a few hours a week. So we set aside 5 other studios that people book on an hourly basis. So you've got flamenco and tap and capoeira all going on in this incredible 2-story, 26,000 square foot building, Dance Place San Diego.
It's incredible.
If I did nothing else in San Diego, I think just Dance Place alone helped move the needle for dance in San Diego.
That's amazing. So this is one of the 16 buildings that you have designated.
Right.
Out of the 26, you got 10 more to go.
Yeah, so if you come down to Liberty Station, you've seen a lot of buildings that are still yellow. Tan was the original historic color of the Naval Training Center. During World War II, a lot of people don't realize they camouflaged all the buildings because they thought, we're trying to prevent any kind of bombardment from the Japanese. So they camouflaged all the buildings with green and tan. After World War II, they painted them yellow. All the leftover yellow buildings you see down there have that original color from post-World War II. They have not been renovated yet. So we've got 4 barracks buildings that we're working with to develop a boutique hotel in the Arts District. So people coming to San Diego will be able to stay where the sailors slept in the barracks.
Wow.
We've got the base exchange building, which was the retail building on the base. We're looking to create a 300-seat performance venue geared towards dance in that building, among other uses. And then we've also got 3 homes on Rosecrans Street that were where the officers and their families lived. And we think those would make great bed and breakfasts to augment the hotel.
Do you think the military would approve of what you've done to their former training center? I mean, this is a big switch from military to the arts.
It is. I mean, we talk about, from guns to butter, and the message resonates with a lot of people. In these violent times, taking a military base and turning it into an arts center is a really great thing.
It seems unheard of.
But then
really.
there's other people that say, oh, it's so wonderful that you've preserved San Diego's Navy history, which is also very important, and the legacy of the 2 million people that went through the base and served our country. So
despite repurposing it for arts, you're really showing respect to the previous tenants.
We've got a number of exhibits and displays down there that tell the story of a life of an NTC recruit from the time they got off the bus to 12 weeks later when they were graduating and their parents could barely recognize their own kid.
Wow. So what is coming up? I know that you have some community programs. There's the Second Saturday Cinema there.
Yes. So this year, because this is our 10th anniversary season, we've been doing a movie series that's been curated by the dance groups, the music groups. The next one actually coming up is on July 8th. It's the Lego Batman movie. It's outdoors, and it's being curated by the San Diego Kamikaze, Comic Books and More. So that's one of the other things down there is we have Stone Brewing, but we've also got the San Diego Comic Art Gallery and Kamikaze Comic Books and More. So San Diego,
I know.
Yeah, beer and comics.
Yeah, you have been there?
Multiple times, It's really cool.
That's definitely right up his alley there. That's
The
very
Comic
cool.
Art Gallery is curated by Kevin Eastman, who's one of the co-creators of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, we had him on the show. Terrific.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So, I mean, this is really an authentic San Diego place that we're creating down there. Everything down there within the Arts District is made right here. You don't walk around with your hands in your pocket. You are down there doing photography, taking dance lessons, music lessons. There's, now there's a yarn shop opening up, so we'll be selling that alpaca.
Got to get the
yarn.
alpacas
Yes.
in there. And you got the Liberty Station concert series.
Right.
And
that starts this Saturday. Damon DeRobio, who's connected with the Belly Up, going off on his own, producing this series for us. Again, all local companies, B-Side Players and Solimar is this coming Saturday.
Terrific.
And then after that, the Highwayman, and so a little country western stuff going on. And then the last one is Vaude and the Villains. And it's all outdoors, free, on the North Promenade there, and it really is a great experience.
That
and
is
the best
fantastic.
thing is, you can go to the public market, get a picnic, and then come back and sit on the lawn there. So it's
I love
self-contained.
that. I'm in for that.
Yeah.
So where can people find out more? You got a website for
Yeah,
this?
libertystation.com/artsdistrict.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alan. Really appreciate
Great.
you being on the show.
Thank you.
Telling us
Appreciate it.
about it.
Thank you.
And we're looking forward to going there
All
and
right,
checking
good.
that out.
Come on down.
Stick around. Be right back for more Tonight in San Diego right after this. It's fantastic.
You make me want you. You make me